So I should really repeat from here now. The chapter 15, the perfection of perseverance. The summary, reflection on the faults and the virtues or effects, beneficial effects, definition, classification, characteristics of each classification, increase, perfection, and result. These 7 comprise the profession of perseverance. Reflection on the faults and virtues. First fault. Even though you may have the practice of generosity and moral ethics, patience, and so forth, it is called laziness if you do not have perseverance. When you are lazy, you cannot accomplish virtue or any educations in the school, in the college. You cannot pass the exam, cannot benefit others, and cannot attain enlightenment. The ultimate result is Sagaramati requested Sutra says, the lazy person has no generosity or like study in the class and so forth up to wisdom. The lazy person cannot benefit others. The lazy person is far from enlightenment. On the other hand, if you have perseverance, all your virtuous qualities will increase without being obscured. See? The condensed perfection of the Wisdom Sutra says, perseverance will not obscure all the virtuous qualities. Means when you have perseverance, all the excellent qualities will manifest. Like going to the college, First you go to the high school, then college, then university, so forth. This all will achieve, you become successful by the perseverance. See, not being lazy. Sometimes people think practice Buddhism is become lazy, don't care anything. It's completely other way around, See, one will achieve this treasury, also a treasury of limitless premortal wisdom of the victorious one. One will become very expert, have great wisdom. It's hard working, When one has perseverance, one can cross the mountain of the view of the transitory aggregates, means attachment to this. It's called psychophysic aggregates, the 5 psychophysic aggregates. One will overcome from that attachment to the self, attend to self. The Ornament of Minor Sutra says, perseverance will liberate one from the view of the transitory aggregates. If one has perseverance, one will achieve unsurpassable enlightenment quickly. The Ornament of Minor Sutra also says, perseverance will allow one to achieve supreme enlightenment. Perseverance will give you every opportunity to solve all the problems. Need a strength. Say, I can do it. It's just a matter of time. Because everything is impermanent. I can change. So need the courage, the wisdom, the skill. Sagaramati requested Sutra says, for those who practice perseverance, it is not difficult. It's not difficult to achieve the unsurpassable, complete, perfect enlightenment. This is because Sagaramati means Sagaramati is the Sanskrit, the ocean of wisdom. Where there is perseverance, there is enlightenment. Means this enlightenment means you can solve all the problems. So, Purna requested Sutra says, for one who practices perseverance persistently, the enlightenment is not difficult. Now what is the definition? See, the definition of perseverance is a feeling of joy in virtues. You feel joy to practice Dharma. You feel joy to get rid of the cause of suffering. So I'm so happy. Even though there's difficulties there, you happily solve the problem. Go forward. Later it comes down here. So it's a given example. In the summer, midday, so hot. Like burning, cooking hot. And about 2 hours drive, there's an ocean. Breeze, cool. So now say a group of people, let's go to the ocean. And while you're driving for 2 hours, it's hot, It's just heating. But you'll drive so happily. So anytime we'll reach over there. So like that. When you practice Dharma, little hardship, not so easy, but do it joyfully. Like to study in the college, it's not easy. No? Difficult. You have to memorize. You have to know homework, a lot of homework, those things there. Not easy. But say, I have 3 years or 4 years, I have to study, I have to work hard. Then I'll get the degree. It will make my life much better. So similar thing, you see, to free from entire suffering. So then I can help every sentient beings. See? So that's what I said. The collection of the Abhidharma says, what does perseverance mean? It is the antidote for laziness. It is having total joy in virtues, you see. When you're so excited, you'll get out of all the laziness, isn't it? To things, So you want to just go. So like that, so your excitement to achieve enlightenment, overcome all those laziness. Become a good person, you see. Become a decent person who have a precision thinking, decisive mind. Persevering is the antidote to the laziness which is detrimental to enlightenment, which is a kind of impediment for the enlightenment. So there are 3 types of laziness. Laziness of listlessness. What that mean? Yeah. Just want to say,
no energy. No enthusiasm. No enthusiasm.
No enthusiasm.
It says in the next one down here, it says listlessness.
Listlessness means just want to, you don't want to make any effort. You just want to hang in there, go to party, enjoy. Go to the movie, just enjoy. When it's cold, go to the sunshine, really relax. It's because listlessness, laziness. In Tibet it's called nyomle. Like just lay down here,
Hang out.
And just have a nap, It makes you fresh. So, and then lazy of disregard means look down to yourself. So I'm not good enough person. I don't have much intelligence. I can't work hard, so I can't pass the college. I cannot do these things. So it's also kind of laziness. So you should not do that. And gross laziness, means creating a lot of negative actions, non-virtuous and act involved in the non-virtuous action, become busy, active. Listlessness. First, the laziness of restlessness means being attached to the joy of trouble such as laying down, sleeping, restfulness, and so forth. These should be avoided. And why should we avoid them? See, because there's no time for them in this life. No matter how much enjoy you like that way, at the time of death, no benefit. No. How much you got benefit? Nothing, isn't it? You wasted all your energy for no purpose. See, the Buddha said in a sutra, he's speaking to the monks, because audience to the monks. Now here, to anybody in the public, say, all monks or all lay people, anybody, consciousness means the mind is diminishing. Means when you get older, then you become forgetful. You forget very easily. Your power of memorizing is so weak. It takes a long time to memorize even one stanza, and then you forgot very easily. And you cannot meditate enough because your mind is not smart. That's called consciousness. The mind is diminishing. It's diminishing. Life is ending, means we're close to death. It's impermanent. The life force is going out with the power, ability. And the Buddha's teaching will surely perish. Also, it will go. Now see, if you look at the history, when you read history the way back, there are so many enlightened beings. Now we're few, So people ask, why? Because we don't do enough meditation. Before you read, like Milarepa's loves to can fly, can make a footprint on the rocks. Like if it's still, the rock footprint still exists in Nepal, it's a Lapchi mountain, there where Milarepa meditated for many years. You can see very clearly his footprints on the rocks there. Not just 1, 2, 3 there. Now we can make a footprint very easily on the mud. Not on the rocks. Because we didn't have enough time to meditate. Become so busy, So like those things, says Carlos, you see, what they're saying, is perishing. Why would one not practice with perseverance and diligence? So why not you practice when you have time, when you have the interest, when you have the devotion, interest, time, when you have the precious human life. Look at the impermanence and then encourage ourselves to free from the suffering, basically. Engaging in the context of Bodhisattva says, for as long as death is actually approaching, then I shall accumulate merits. I know end of the life is coming, so before it reaches, I must practice. I must focus. If you think that it's acceptable to accumulate merit at the time of death, so you may now comfort yourself. Oh, it's okay. Just let enjoy. But I will practice at the time of death. Then I will put my effort seriously. So understand that there is no time to accumulate virtue. Then, engaging in the contact of Bodhisattva says, even if I then put a stop through laziness, what will be the use? That is not the time, because I have no energy to focus, overpowered by the pain. No, I cannot focus my mind. So right now is the time to practice. If you think you will not die until the completion of the accumulation of virtue, then you say, you warm yourself, oh, I will not die until I completed all my meditation practices. So then understand that there is no definite confidence. You cannot overestimate yourself. Can I say that? Overestimate your time? No. Because we don't know when. Say now here. See, the untrustworthy Lord of Death is a metaphor, Lord of Death or something like. Wait not for things to be done or undone. The Lord of Death will not look at you, now you have completed, you can go. This is not completed, you can stay. He will say, he will not say this, Whether I'm sick or healthy, see, there are some sick people stay longer, and so some are healthier, they die before. Some are who are sick for many years, still they're alive, they're hanging in there, And some who are very healthy, just gone. So, whether I'm sick or healthy, or whether I'm young or old, it also doesn't count. This fleeting lifespan is unstable, so meditate on this. I must develop compassion, wisdom, purify my mental obscurations. Then how should one avoid listlessness? You should avoid it as if a snake had crawled into your lap or your hair had caught in fire. It's very serious, isn't it? Now yes, you see, engaging, is that right? Yes, engaging in the conduct of Bodhisattva says, just as I would swiftly stand up if a snake come into my lap, likewise, if my sleep or laziness occurs, I shall quickly turn them back. Then a letter to a friend says, this is Nagarjuna saying, if your hair or clothes accidentally catch fire, postpone even this extinguishing. Say, let your hair burn by the fire. Let your clothes burn by the fire. Make effort to stop rebirth in samsara. Just make effort to reborn in the samsara. Achieve nirvana. Because there is no other more important work than that. Because we're working to free from suffering. Everybody in the world is business, politics, science, scientists, and whatever you involve. Everyone is working to have better life, to free from suffering. So now this work is to achieve nirvana, enlightenment. More important work than anything in the world. Okay. And today we'll stop here. Now, if you have any questions, any comments, you're all welcome. Yes, Kevin, you go ahead.
When I hear the paramitas taught,
Mm-hmm.
I heard that it's taught that each paramita contains the other five.
That's correct.
I have,
Yes.
I can relate to that with the exception of generosity. For
Yes.
example, generosity of patience. Maybe my concept of generosity is too limited and too narrow.
Possible.
And I was wondering if you could comment. How is generosity, perseverance, patience, meditative concentration? Because I always think of generosity as involving the giving to someone else.
Generosity, as we went there, you see, there are three types of generosity. Generosity giving wealth, giving fearlessness, giving wisdom. You have to understand all these three. Step by step, you see. Basically, your mind free from attachment, stinginess. You see. Milarepa said, when your mind is free from stinginess, there's no, other than that, there's no such called generosity practice. So in the patience practice, you see, while you are practicing patience, as described, that being not disturbed by the counterproductive afflictive emotions, that's the patience. That mind is virtue. It's a virtuous mind. It's moral conduct. See, that mind is you're practicing patience. Means all the harms that are giving to others to you, you're dissolving into the wisdom. You're dissolving into compassion. And you are giving them joy. You are giving them peace. See? You are giving them fearlessness. It's generosity. And while you are practicing that, your mind is one-pointed meditative concentration. And you are practicing that because you know it. You know how to practice the patience. It's wisdom.
I have a question.
Yes. Yeah, first you go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just started meditating. I'm not advanced at it right now. What do you do when you are so engrossed by fear or anger, or you grasp to it? Like, what do you do in that situation?
As he said, described here, first look at what kind of fear you have and why you are angry. First look at this, because every individual, different people have different types of fear, different types of anger, due to different reasons, you see. Even though fear is one, the anger is one, but you are angry because of different reason. You have fear because of different reason. So look at those conditions, you see. Then, if you have fear, look at it, first you release your attachment to yourself. Then look at everything is impermanent, transitory nature. You see, everything's transitory nature. Like at night, when you go outside, you have a lot of fear. So, I can't go there. Maybe somebody's watching at me, But at night, there's no fear because your mental perception. So look like that. So looking at the night, carefully look at, there's nothing to fear. Then at night, when you walk, there's nothing to release your fear that way. Yeah. Anger, if somebody gives you difficult time to, as mentioned here, develop compassion. That person is suffering because he or she is suffering. So gives me suffering. If that person is happy, no reason to give me any suffering. So develop compassion. Like that. Yes, Chi, what is your question?
For me, because they have a lot of things, how to make my generosity perfectly, and how is my patient, if the patient that I need to calm down, I need to press everything inside me.
That's right.
And not to expect something is incorrect, that to make a lose for something for it. Mm-hmm. Because, and yesterday when I see the movie of all of the life of the nun in the monastery, all of your teaching with rich and ling, with the little man, very poor, very, a lot of things. Yes. I think that here they have something that this is not one time, but I need to talk in front of all of the Sangha, because maybe you don't know anything about that, and they don't have anything personally and individually become me and you, but what we all do the Sangha. The first time that I am here, that I would like to do everything, cooking for the Sangha, cooking for the Lama, no matter for the Adat. But I have already to happen 2 times and maybe 3 times that they have some people that they have a schedule for us to cooking, and another people coming to bring more food. I don't care that this for your desire to for some of the people. I don't tell all of the Sangha, or some of the people would like to have more food or something. I don't know. But this, the make the West, the food they have a lot of the food is over. That the next time nobody likes to use it and they go to throw away. That is not good. And I feel that my generosity that I do for this, for the offering to for the Lama, for the order the master, for the all of the people invisible is very, very, very harmful. I feel very painful to see about that. That's why I already to ask you if I can to. Right now they have 2 more days to schedule for me to cooking. I already to told Julie that I cancel for this. Okay. I can do for my generosity to pay for when I coming to here to teach to the teaching, or I can do for the Lama, but not like that, because some of people is ignore. So for something that they told that everything I already to talk with my community, another people coming with me to cook. They already told me we already to arrange something that they don't have to make the food too much, to delay some of schedule for that. But again, yesterday it has the same. And they told me that next week we don't hear anything. That's you need to cook is your schedule. And when yesterday I cook and bring. And we see that my friend again bring the something. That's why I think that is the very not. And I know you are the very simple man. You are to economize everything. You don't do anything like that. That's why I feel painful. I feel painful. And I can tell you if you can with some I told here maybe. some of the members like that don't like it. They go, why you don't you talk louder? Why you do like that? But if they press me to inside it, I cannot do that. What I hear, I feel from my heart. What I express from the deep of my heart, that is the way I work with the master. I go with all of the deity here, all of there. That's why. What? Is my question is what I go to do. You think that I go to do to cancel for my schedule is okay? Okay, right? I feel that I am here. But the people here, that some people is don't think about that. They ignore something like that. And you think that is and even today, they have a lot of food left over yesterday. Nobody take care for this food. They told me, okay, we go to use today. But today we have another people stop. You are another people to bring another food for the Lama. It's okay. If today like that, that's why I have intention to go there to warm up and I bring for the Khenchen.
Yes.
If Khenchen don't eat this, it's okay. I don't care. Because here I have here my father, my spiritual father. This holiness Chesed. My mother, my spiritual mother is Eminent Gyaltshen, and my teacher, include the tutor and everything for me, my advisor is Khenchen Rinpoché. That's why I have here to lot of people to help me for the right way to go to my teaching for Dharma. That's why I don't care that another people to do something. But for me, I am very, very, this is what I told that's why I cannot do something that I cry a lot from yesterday to now, because it's not for me. Because for me, I don't care. I don't, when I do something, I cook something is okay. When the Lama is only make the something praying, it is okay for me. I am fine. But I see that I feel painful with all of these to come to teach for the teaching, for the study, and do like that, ignore something like that. That's when you all need to have something wrong. That is not good for our karma. That's right. That's why what you going to advise me to do. Okay? That's it.
Very good.
I love cooking.
Yes.
I love you cooking a lot.
You are all these explanations, suggestions, just wonderful. So now we slowly practice and appreciate, rejoice, and be thankful. No, that's good. Yes, your question.
So you can read Tibet, they say Rigpa.
Yes, Rigpa. Very good. Where do you learn that?
I read from a book.
You read from a book. Okay, that's good.
Would you write something for me today?
Huh?
Would you write something for me?
Write? Sure, I can write for you. What do you like?
Shunyata.
Shunyata. Okay. So you like Shunyata?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Khenchen, one of the yoga practices about I'm just trying to get clarity
Yoga practices.
in yoga.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And Raghu, if I'm saying the word wrong, help me. I think the word is tapasya. When you see suffering, there's a purification.
Yes.
You try to see it as when suffering comes to you, that it's acting as you're purifying. Is that similar to what you were talking about in?
Yes, when you know how to accept it.
Yeah.
Yes. When you don't know how to accept it, then you make more suffering from your little suffering, a small suffering.
Khenchen?
Yes.
When we are patient in a situation, it purifies obscurations and negative karma, but if we are not patient in that same situation, then it doesn't, even though we go through that situation, it doesn't purify it.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. That's why it's saying how to handle. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. One of my humble lessons in life is learning when to be generous and when not to be.
Yes.
And often I'm too generous. And with my children, I let them buy whatever food they want, and then it all rots in the refrigerator.
That's right.
Unless mother cooks it. And then other times I haven't been generous. So it's a difficult virtue to learn how to balance that. And sometimes just doing nothing and observing has helped me to quietly contemplate and look at the cause and effect of my own behavior. And I also had to learn how to receive and not give and let others do for me. So I'm still learning that. And it's hard for mothers to not give. And sometimes mothers have to practice some discipline of not giving. And then the children come to you and they're more appreciative. So I work on that in my life, humbly.
That's right. So this book is very good guideline, you know. Yeah, it helps how to do those things, yes, how to handle skillfully.
Yes.
No.
It's very careful, Dallin.
Yes. It's a process of your own experience. That's why I encourage you to always meditate, not just intellectualize. Of course, it's important to know, then apply into your life as much as you can. That will give you more insight to see things clearly. While you are making mistake, we learn from that. Oh. Yes.
What I'm learning, I hope I'm learning anyway, is it's helping me to see my motivation. Because we often give with the wrong motivation.
Yes.
And to examine our motivation, and right motivation changes from my perspective, and maybe I'm misunderstanding. But so much of what we learn is based on our motivation and how we interact with other people. And what I'm finding in studying JOL Ornament is that it's helping me to get a better insight on my own motivation.
Yes. It's all to purify the mind, you see. As I mentioned, you know, how to roast our afflictive emotions of chicken in the oven of bodhicitta, you know. See, no?
Sometimes we have to broil them.
Yes, really boil them, yes. Yes, Chip.
Is there a karmic
debt, which I'm sure there is,
Yes.
in killing a mosquito.
Yes.
I understand that perhaps it would be your intention.
Yes.
Like if you were angry, then it may be more than if you were thinking, I want to free this insect, the insect realm. Like mosquitoes,
Yes.
they're very skilled.
Yes.
And they're sometimes very hard to catch.
Yes.
And then they keep you awake all night.
That's right.
And what if the next day you have to be available for people?
Yes.
Don't get enough sleep.
It's very delicate, isn't it?
Where do you go?
Best solutions you get rid of out of your room.
Mosquito net.
No.
To keep it away from.
Yes, away from that. Seal the venue, and not let come in.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
It does sometimes, and sometimes it's when you have a mosquito net, it's very helpful.
Yes.
Because this is I think 2011, just beginning of that year, January, February, I was in Bodh Gaya, India, where the Buddha enlightened. I went there, and then I rent a room, small room, just mosquitoes, just full of the room. And there's one kind of chemical you use in the electricity that the smell caused to get rid of the mosquito, but that kind of it disturbs my sleep because the smell of the chemical. This is as bad as the mosquito, So what I did was I just ran in the store. I bought a mosquito net and just put round very safely under the bed, mattress, all this. And then I got such a good sleep. In the morning when I got up, all the mosquitoes are surrounded with the net, Oh, you see, So that kind is the best solution. Yes. Because if you kill one, will come second, third, endless, you see. There's no solution. Then, you see, at the same time, as you mentioned, then, so you are, so because the song of the mosquito in your ears is very sharp, The singing mosquito is.
So could you say bodhicitta is like a big mosquito net?
No. Bodhicitta is the mosquito net.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So you don't get harm, and you don't harm others. So it's the bodhicitta of the mosquito net, protects you and protects others. Yeah. Any practice of generosity when you are doing, it's in the mention in the book, you rejoice that I could do this, and I appreciate, and I hope everybody will enjoy. So, then by this practice, may everyone free from suffering. I dedicate this to achieve enlightenment of all sentient beings. So do this kind of practice when you practice generosity, when you practice the moral ethics, when you practice the patience. So always dedicate without any expectation. Sometimes things goes wrong, unexpectedly. so out of our control. So those time, we just look at the limitation of the individuals. Maybe they are not intended to do this, but it happens. So just broaden our mind, make more space, and try to bring harmony within the mind and within our group. So these are the, I think, special practices we can do. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult, when you look at the individuals. So it's best thing is let go and embrace the wisdom, compassion. Keep that in the heart and brings you more peace and happiness. So please take a deep breath. Exhale all the tension. Just relax. Be spacious in our mind and appreciate, rejoice what we have learned. And it's always good to rejoice, appreciate. And now you see 5 weeks are past. Now we have left only 3 weeks, which means only 9 days to complete this book. So far how much you have learned, how much you have got, benefit, rejoice, appreciate. Rejoice yourself, your precious human life. Rejoice what condition you have got, because your good deeds, the wholesome deeds. Rejoice the places here that we have created by all these combinations. Do we rejoice for this? And then see, as in the books, in the book describe, and as we have the communication, some discussions, this is, we're studying the reality nature of whole universe, whole phenomena, using our critical insight and empirically look at the causes and conditions of the peace and happiness and the suffering. And without asking questions with anybody, naturally, everyone desires to free from suffering. Everyone desires to have peace and happiness. It is inborn mind. So look at this, how it helps to see that. And we rejoice on this. So since every sentient beings desire for peace and happiness, the reason because of that reason, we cultivate that mind. I wish everybody have all the peace and happiness. I wish everybody free from suffering. We start from there. And then approach the goal step by step. So with this, our mind, then we'll say a few dedication prayers. So please open page 32 from the prayer booklet. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage lamas, divine assembly of the Yidams, assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, Dakini, dwell in the 10 direction. Please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected the 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, and the innate root of virtue, would result in 8 holy concern for the causes of samsara, or rebirth in a Sharavaka or Patika Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, obstructors who harm, misleading maras, and hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May the attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for every moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise at the time of my death. May I not die with a negative thought. May I not die confused for wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such, and pervading clarity of Dharma. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the Bhagavad. By the virtues collected the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of great Drikung Kagyu, who is omniscient Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplate, meditation, until the end of samsara. Thank you so much. So please have this week very pleasant, peaceful,